Here's the forest. Now what?
Hades told us the dead would point the way.
Alright, so hello everybody. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. As you can see, picking up right where we left off, we were following Brasidas so that he can, you know, confront whatever.
Dead, but not pointing anywhere.
No. Well, I mean, to be fair, the dead point the way. You know, it may not be that one of them is actually pointing somewhere. It could just be follow the dead people. Granted, I don't know. Oh, whoops. Find the dead and follow their lead. But apparently I went too far. I figured it would be like, you know, the temple place that's here. That would make sense, but... Alright. I mean, I'm not... Oh, wait. What about this guy? No. Oh, I can interact with him, though. No, because he's not dead. Well, he's dead, but, you know, moving. Alright. Alright, I gotcha. It's weird that they make you interact with him. Would have been a little better if it was just like, you know, when you got close to him, he started to point. And, you know, you still had to notice. But, you know, whatever. Man, I wonder if it could be the only one that's low enough to the ground to reach. And we're going right to the temple. Valera? Do we know that person? I don't recall the name. Granted, you know, it's not like we knew Brasidas for a long time. It was definitely more of a, you know, casual acquaintance, I would say.
I've been waiting for you.
Who are you?
I am Lilera, and you are Brasidas. General, conqueror, hero.
Hades sent me to find you.
So you finally come to reunite me with my love. Charon carried us along the river, but we got separated. Bring my love to me, and I'll tell you all I know.
Where must I go?
Between the sulfuric pools and the village of the condemned, there is a cave. My love lies within.
This task is mine. I will go.
So, been here long?
I'll tell you all, if Brasidas succeeds.
What do you mean, if?
The weight of the past can be a much heavier burden to carry than we realize.
Oh, her love is probably going to be somebody that he killed.
He might need my help.
You know, it would be really nice if at one point Kassandra, you know, lost faith in that person was going to accomplish their goal. And she went to find them, but they were fine. I mean, like, I understand that they need you to be a part of the mission, but... So, you know, have her go, sure. But it's like, every time somebody says they're going to do something, she waits like 5 seconds like, they're too slow. And she goes to help. Because she doesn't think they'll... Because it's like, they're not going to manage it. And it's like, really? Like, is nobody competent besides her? I mean, I know the answer to that. She's the protagonist, so no, nobody besides her is competent. But it would be nice at some point if, you know, they did have, like, a competent NPC. You know, where it wasn't up to you to do everything. That was, I'm sure that I wasn't supposed to be able to do that right there, but whatever. Like, it would be much better if we got here and Brasidas was fine.
This must be the place.
Must it, though? Cradle of the Underworld. I vaguely remember this place. I think I'm going to check my missions here, or my quests. Fallen Guardians, yeah, we just need to defeat Hercules, I think, for that. And meet Elpenor, we'll do that one as well. And then we'll go fight Hercules. Because I imagine we have to do the Guardian thing before we're allowed to leave. But, like, that's why I'm leaving it. Because I don't know if that's the one that will make us leave. Like, by all means, we may have to do the Guardian one. But not... I don't know. Can Brasidas go through this? Nope.
Try to stay out of sight.
Because, like, I almost wish, right, that there was, like, some, like, little symbol or something on the quest to be, like, this is the main quest. Because, like, for these ones here, right, I mean, I know this one is a side quest because I actually had to go and talk to the person. You know, I had to go and find Brasidas. I had to pick up the quest. But this one was one, and this one was one that I was just given, right? Although this one lights up the Your Odyssey thing, so I'm guessing that that's the one that I have to do. But then, you know, the question is, if I finish that one, does it immediately kick me out of here? Because, like, when I was doing the other ones, it was very clear when I would be leaving in Elysium.
There you are. What's wrong? What is this place?
The cradle of the underworld. Little ones who die too soon are kept here. The dead cannot enter.
The dead can't enter, eh? Well, let's see about the living.
Find Lalara's love. So, my guess was that this was somebody that Brasidas killed. But I don't know how much... Like, based on the very small amount that we know about Brasidas, that doesn't seem likely that he would have killed the child. But at the same time, you know, he may not have killed him on purpose. Let's see if I can remember my controls. It's been a while. You know, I haven't played this since I recorded it last week. And last week I actually got my shit recorded fairly quickly. Okay, let's do this just to mark. See how many there are. Seems to just be the 2. Over there. Nope. I don't know. Well, I mean, I can also just go past them. I guess I don't really need to kill them. But if I need to bring them back out afterwards. Go. I went for that guy first because when they're sitting down on the ground, she doesn't do shit like this. It's just like the quick stab. Which, you know, that's always been like a... It's always been like a 50-50 thing for me, like the assassinations. It's like, I'm glad that they're not all just like insanely basic, but at the same time, some of the assassination animations last, that's a fucking sentence, last like a real long time. It's one of those ones where like I kind of wish that the animation would depend on whether or not you would be seen, you know? Like, the game would register the enemies around you, right? And it's like, if enemy is within, or is looking that direction or something, I don't know how programming works, so, use Assassination X, which is, like, you know, your basic, like, just, like, quick jab, and then that's that. And then it'd be like, if no enemies nearby, use random assassination from category Y, which would have like all like the longer animations and that, right? Like I said, I don't know anything about programming, so I don't know whether that would be easy, hard, or even possible. I mean, like, based on the little bit that I've seen of how people program stuff, I would say that the only thing that I've done that resembles it, and it's a very, very small resemblance, is honestly in Warcraft 3. Because like in Warcraft 3, if you go into the map editor, you can do a bunch of different stuff, and you can set events, like map events. And when you do that, that's how you do it, right? Is like when this happens, do this, right? And then like you can put modifiers and that on it. And I did play around with that quite a bit. Oh shit! No, you don't. Because like back when I was really into it, and I kind of want to play it again recently. I've been wanting to, but like I want to buy the remastered version, but like the remastered version's like super fucking, well, it's not. Well, to be fair, I haven't looked in a while because I think the only game I have from the Blizzard launcher downloaded on my computer right now is Destiny 2. So like I haven't really been using the Blizzard launcher like before, when I would play like Heroes of the Storm or Overwatch or Destiny, you know. I would check to see how much the remastered Warcraft 3 was. But like back when I used to play that, I used to do a bunch of stuff in the map editor, because like I didn't play that game properly by any means. Like I would start a map by myself and then just like build a town. But then there was like certain times where like I would want to do something specific, right? Like I made, if you played the Frozen Throne, there are a couple points where you fight Naga and Murlocs in that.
Her love was her child.
Her child that was apparently never born. All right. And they didn't, and it was really weird though, right? Because like when you fought the Naga in the campaign, they had their workers, they had like their buildings that would produce the Naga and or that would produce the units and everything. But if you went into the map editor, none of that shit worked. Like it was really weird. Like they had the Murloc workers and all that, but oh hello. But like none of it was like working, right? Like not one thing. Like the workers couldn't pick up lumber or mine gold. The buildings didn't actually produce resources at all, or produce units at all. Like none of them were assigned units. So like I went through one day and I just I made the Naga race. I hear another one. And yeah, I spent like, I don't know, I don't think it took me that long. It wasn't that difficult. But like I know that obviously that's like that's a very low, like an insanely low level of, I'm gonna call it programming. Because obviously like all the resources were there already. I didn't have to, like, you know, like the mechanics themselves, like I wasn't changing mechanics. But yeah, like I would make like little mini campaigns and shit with different things. Which is why like I've honestly been interested in getting some of these like game maker things that like they have all the resources and everything, and that's pretty much what you do. There's a little bit more to it than that, but I mean, ugh. Oh, all right. Cause yeah, I think that I would have fun with that.
After, we need to get out of this cave first.
Oh, there's another one. That's fine. Goodbye to you. You know, I think I may have actually been able to just assassinate that guy, because I got awfully close to him before it actually turned into a into open combat. But yeah, because like I know there's oh, what is it called? It's like Game Maker Studio or something. And like I've played a couple of games that people have made with it, and I mean they're decent games. They're nothing like they're nothing like insanely special or anything, but I mean like they're decent little RPGs. But like when I went, because I think there was like a demo version you could buy or like a trial or something. And, or a free version maybe. I don't know. There's some version anyway of it that I got. And it was interesting. I played around with it for a bit. But, you had, like, almost nothing that you could really do with it. Because, like, it was, like I said, it was, like, a free version or something. So, like, there was very, very little that you could accomplish in it. And, like, the version that you could actually, like, do stuff. Oh, I think it was, like, the map was limited on the like, the free version. Or whatever. There we go. Man, glad I got that changed around. Because, yeah, you had, like, an insanely small map or something. But, like, you could place towns on it and that. It was, like... If you ever played, like, an old Final Fantasy, like, Super Nintendo RPG, right? Like, that's basically what it was. But, like, the full version of it was, like, $100 and some bucks, I think.
Her love was her baby. Why would Hades have you return the ashes of a woman's child?
I don't know.
Now, whether or not Brasidas actually knows that, the way his voice actor said that, he doesn't know, right? Like, if all of a sudden he knows, I'm gonna call bullshit on either the voice actor or the director who let that line be said like that, because Brasidas has no fucking clue right now. Guaranteed. Like, the way that he said that line, he doesn't fucking know why.
Move.
But yeah, so... Oh, God. So, like, pretty much, like, whenever I see a game, right, and it's like, well, why didn't they do that? And it's like, I don't know. But then there's other stuff, right, where based on the very small amount of, like, event shit that I did in Warcraft 3, it's like, well, couldn't they have just changed this and this so that it worked like this? And it's like, I'll know that that's a thing that can be done, right? They also had something similar in StarCraft, the map editor, but I think it was a lot more basic, and I don't think you could do as much with it. But I know I did a bunch of shit on the Warcraft 3 one.
What did you do to him?
The past was too much for him to bear.
Brasidas, talk to me.
I can't.
Please. I know you've suffered. Still suffer. Tell me what happened and we'll leave you alone.
We were a quiet village before the Spartans came. My husband was no warrior.
He looked Athenian.
Our land was occupied by Athens. Our men were trained, supplied with armor and weapons in case of invasion. We never thought that they would come. When the battle was over, Spartans flooded the village, drunk on victory and blood. They torched our homes.
Your husband attacked me in the street.
He was protecting his people, his family. But Brasidas butchered my husband. And when I tried to protect him, he tossed me aside. My love didn't survive the fall.
I didn't know.
And so we named him Brasidas the Butcher. He massacred my people and took everything from me. I found my husband's sword and ended the pain.
Is this true?
I don't know what happened.
War is chaos. If you want to point fingers, point them at Ares.
The god of war didn't run his sword through my husband. Didn't throw me and my child to the ground. Brasidas the butcher did.
Come, Brasidas. There is nothing more to be done here.
Honor the gods. Honor Sparta. Keep your oaths, and Elysium is yours. I made an oath to protect the innocent, and I broke it.
Still feel you deserve to walk the fields of paradise? Butcher?
Don't call him that.
Why not? That woman's entire village does. What's left of it anyways. You Spartans really know how to torch a village. You never answered my question. Say the word, and Elysium is yours.
Help me, Kassandra. I don't know what to do.
Brasidas, you were a friend like no other. You lived and died with honor to the gods and to Sparta. And you kept all your oaths to me. If anyone deserves to walk the fields of Elysium, it's you.
I want to stay. I don't belong in Elysium. It is for the honorable. But after everything that's happened, you've made me realize I've lost my honor. I've lost my place in paradise.
Is this your final decision? Excellent. And I have just the task for you. The cradle is now open to you, Brasidas. You will spend eternity reuniting families separated by war. Do you accept this fate?
I do.
Good. Now, say goodbye.
Thank you for everything you've done for this old warrior. Thank you for being a friend.
Goodbye, Brasidas. It was good to see you. You knew he would stay all along, didn't you?
I had a feeling. Want to know a fate worse than death? An eternity without toys. There's nothing more predictable than an honorable Spartan.
Man, Poseidon's losing a lot of money. Well, I guess it's losing like a coin every time, but Poseidon's really gotta start placing his bets a bit better. Alright, where the fuck is Dickhead? There he is. Oh my god, there's nothing anywhere near it. Good god. I guess technically that would be the closest point. See, now, I'm fine with the way that turned out. But it was Brasidas' soldiers who burned the village, right? And Brasidas should have kept them in check. Better than that. The guy did straight up attack him. And he defended himself. Although I will say the guy was very clearly defeated, and Brasidas did push his wife out of the way and then stab him anyway. So that's, yeah, okay, it's a little bit harder to defend. But A, she was not showing any signs of pregnancy, so Brasidas did not know, and I mean, yes, their baby didn't survive that fall, but that wasn't much of a fall, and more pregnant women have survived worse falls than, you know, being pushed over and came out with a baby. So, I mean, I can't really blame the kid's death on him. Like, yes, technically he caused it, but it, you know, A, he had no way of knowing, and B, it was a very slim chance that that kid was dying from that short of a fall. But see, though, that's one of those things, right, where, you know, like, oh, fucking, why'd you slow down, you dumb fucking horse? Like, I fucking hate that animals do that. Like, and the fucking horse, like, it slowed down. I get that it had to turn, but it slowed down so much. And it seems to do that whenever something gets close enough to attack it. But anyway, like, that's one of those things where, like, based on what we knew of Brasidas, like, he wouldn't have allowed his soldiers to burn the village like that. Because, like Kassandra said, he was, like, a super honorable and all that, right? So, like, he wouldn't have allowed them to do what they were doing. It makes no sense, right? And it's like, I feel like it's one of those things where they put it in because they needed that little bit of indecision, I guess. I don't know. They needed to put that little bit of doubt in your mind because everything they'd shown you up to that point just showed that he should be in Elysium. They needed to give you a reason to tell him he doesn't deserve to be there.
Fabulous. Now let me tell you my plan to catch the monger.
I'm also wearing the exact same clothes.
Let's hear it. I'm ready.
Exceptional. I'll distract the prisoners while you head straight to the monger. We can't let him escape. Once you defeat him, take him to the deepest abyss of Tartarus. You'll have to pass through the entrails of Gaia to get there.
Entrails of... never mind. Let's go.
Okay, so he's going to distract them as I just go. Although, where the hell's my treasure? Because I do want to get my treasure before I go. That door... Okay, so I will loop around at some point and end up back here. Because that is obviously open from the other side. Alright. I mean, I wasn't assisting. I'm assuming he killed one guy.
Monger! Ugly in life, ugly in death.
I can't believe you're working with that fucking jellyfish, Elpidor. Ha! Took you long enough to find me, fuckface.
Wow, this guy.
Hades wants you back in Tartarus, where you belong.
Ha! Hades doesn't fucking care!
You fought better the first time I killed you.
Fuck you! What's the
Ow,
matter? Give me a para to do your fighting for you?
This time, I'll tear you to shreds.
Okay, let's just...
What I wanted to do.
Albino has been waiting for your head.
You know, Elpenor, you're a real prick. Because you're fucking, like, your whole plan resolved on you fucking keeping the guards distracted. And you have not kept your end of the bargain in the slightest. And they keep fucking dodging that attack. Like, there we go. That one. Ow, fucking hell. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, there were so many guys here because I ran past him because he's like, oh, I'll keep them distracted. And you head straight for the monger. It's like, alright. And then he didn't fucking keep them distracted at all. Like, what a worthless fucking ally he turned out to be. And this fucker, like, I get that I'm still in my assassin gear, so I have like no fucking warrior damage, but still, like, Jesus Christ. Oh, and there's the exit right there. See, like, he's fighting like one guy. He kept like one fucker busy, and that was it. Alright, so I guess I'm taking him with me. I don't know why. I didn't have to do anything for the other ones. I killed them and then they were gone. Then they were dead. I don't know why I have to specifically take him. But does that mean that, like, if a dead person dies down here, they're only dead for a little bit of time? Because, like, if I kill him and then take him somewhere, that's or take his body somewhere, then that presumes that his body will get up again. Because otherwise, why bother taking him anywhere? I guess that would kind of make sense, especially with a lot of the punishments in the Greek mythos, you know, like the whole being eaten by a bird repeatedly. But like a lot of but wasn't that was a god though that did that, so, or that ended up being eaten by the bird. So I don't know. I'm honestly surprised that they didn't make me carry him all the way over here. And good. Really? You couldn't put me close enough for it to happen. You put me like... Oh, you fuckers. Goodbye, Monger. I hope you fall far enough that it counts.
We make a good pair. At first I was worried you wouldn't stick to the plan. You haven't been very trusting of me.
Can you really blame me? You and the cult destroyed my life.
I understand, but tell me you see that I've changed. That I'm trying to do good in death, where I failed in life. I cannot move on without your acceptance.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna give it to him because he has been helpful, but oh, it's so tempting.
You have changed a bit.
My dear eagle bearer, you have no idea what your forgiveness means to me.
Who said anything about forgiveness?
I feel as though I can finally move on. Hades, we returned the monger to Tartarus for you, just as you asked.
I made no such request.
But you referred to the monger as a thorn in your side.
And you inferred that I wanted him returned. Clearly you still have much to learn, Elpinor. We'll discuss this later at my palace.
Still, I'm on my way to eternal peace. Thanks to you.
I believe you're forgetting something, brother.
Why would you help your enemy find peace?
I thought you and Elpinor were working together.
Elpinor was merely a means to further along your far more interesting journey.
Any chance this means you'll teach me more about the staff now?
Patience, Keeper. A few more twists are still to come along your path. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out.
You used Elpinor as some sort of trial for me.
Close. But the fates wove your path with a defter hand than that.
What are you talking about?
You'll know soon enough.
Look though, Hades finally lost a bet. Alright, so... Oh, wait a minute. Why does it tell me that it's completed? Oh. Yeah, why does it tell me that it's completed now? Man, I got a lot of skill points I should probably spend. Because don't I still have a, Oh, because I'm way the fucking gone over here. Wow, alright. Thanks, game. Go fuck yourself, alright? Alright, so I guess all I got now is Hercules, but there may very well be something after that. So do I go and kill... I mean, I'm right next to him. And I mean, if I don't get that one treasure, I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, I guess I will go and fight Hercules now. Or Heracles, I guess. You know, like, I want to go and get the other thing.
I don't want to be caught here.
Yeah, who cares? You're leaving anyway. The entrails of Gaia. Technically, I feel like, oh, so I guess, like, we're in there, like, Gaia's intestines, then? Yeah, whatever, you can't squeeze through that hole. Not because you're too fat to, but just because you don't have the animation to. Alright, up we go, I guess. She can climb really well with that, while carrying that torch, man. Like, is she just, like, digging her knuckles into the fucking rock? Like... Is she just like punching stone and like lodging her fist in it? That would be fucking badass. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things, right, where it's like the same with Origins. Like I had to complete every fucking location. Granted, I'll admit for Origins that was more because there was an achievement for completing every location. More so than I had to, but 100% if there wasn't an achievement, I still would have done it. I mean, how else are you supposed to become overpowered and godlike? Alright. I don't know why there'd be a bunch of statues outside of his place. He didn't fight Medusa. What did Hercules fight? Hercules fought a lot of stuff, I guess. I mean, the Hydra, I guess, would be, like, the big one, right? Oh, look at that. There's a Cyclops there. I don't remember him fighting a Cyclops. Oh, wow. There's a few... Oh, wow. All right. 3 Cyclopses, eh? Sorry, Hercules, but...
Respect, young one. You fight like an Argonaut. You're the one who killed Cerberus.
I am.
Been a long time since I had a good fight.
Heracles, rise up and be a hero for Hades and for all the people in the underworld.
Okay, there's my 4 guys. Recruited. Oh, that's a... Okay. The one. There can only be one. Alright, so now what? I mean, I got all 4. Multiple? Why multiple? You lie. I have 1. Completing labors of the Keeper will end this adventure. Okay, so this is the end then. Alright, so... I'm gonna go get this. Okay, the bridge is there, so if I... get out, okay. So I will go get that, and... You know what, I'll keep the recording going while I go get it. Because we still have like 20 minutes left. And assuming that... I don't know, there might be a boss fight there. Just because, like... You know, generally they end in boss fights. At this point, I'm not quite sure why you would be fighting Hades. But at the same time, I don't know why Tartarus is a restricted area, just in general. Alright, let's check my map again, make sure I'm going... Okay, I need to go left. I need to go up and over, if that's possible. Like, I don't know why I would fight Hades at this point. I mean, like... I won him 2 out of 3 bets. Apparently, though, he did expect me to kick Elpenor into the abyss. And, you know, to be fair, Elpenor was a long, long time ago. And, like, he did send me after my father, but I didn't kill my father. So, I mean, and yeah, he did try and kill me, but I mean... A lot of people have tried to kill me. I mean, like, that just kind of is, like, static at this point. It's like, what, you're trying to kill me? Oh, okay, you know, alright, well, let's do it, I guess. Whatever. Like... so yeah, like, I don't... Like, I get... Like, I understand, like, why he would assume that I wouldn't forgive him, but... Because obviously, you know, he's Hades, right? Like, if it's Hades versus Poseidon in whether or not I'm going to forgive somebody, Poseidon is going to be the one who says that I will. But I'm wondering if the results of those are, are gonna be changing anything, because like based on the picture for the third part of this, or for like the third episode
Off we go now.
of this, you end up doing stuff with Poseidon, because like the picture for it shows Kassandra or Alexios, I don't know which one, standing next to Poseidon. So I mean, like the first part was with Persephone, then now Hades. Granted, to be fair, it was Persephone and Hecate and Hermes, whereas this one is just straight up Hades. And well, I get like, I mean, Poseidon's there, sure, but I mean, he shows up to lose bets every now and then. Granted, I don't think that very many gods hang out in Tartarus besides Hades. I think that's more or less just kind of his thing. But I mean, if we do end up in Olympus, to be fair, I'm also just assuming it's Olympus, since we've already been to Elysium, and I can't remember whether or not there. Like, I'm reasonably certain that there was a third place to go after death, but now I'm not so sure. And if there is, I can't remember what its name is, so, which is why I'm not so sure anymore. So like we might end up going to Olympus, in which case there should, in theory, be a lot of gods there. So we'll see how that turns out. See, now why is it fucking... Oh, right, because the enemies were out here. So yeah, we'll see if we get more than Poseidon. I would imagine so. Like, I'm guessing that we're going to come across a lot. And it would be really cool if more of... Like, well, I mean, that's basically my main complaint about all the DLCs, is that, like, the shit that you did in the main game doesn't seem to have an effect on them, right? Like, I will say they do have... What the fuck is Hades? Oh, there he is. Oh, nice. I needed to come over here anyway. Alright, cool. They do have a thing you can do where, you can create a character and start at the beginning of this DLC. I don't know why you would. Because, like, I guess if you lost your character or something, right? Somehow, and then decided that you want to do the DLC. I mean, like, I could see it, like, if you finished the game and then you lost your character or something, but... Or maybe if you started a new game plus and weren't quite far enough to start the DLC, but at that point just burn through the Atlantis stuff for the DLC, or to unlock the DLC yourself, like... but it does warn you that there are major spoilers if you do it that way for the main game. Assuming Phoebe and Brasidas are those spoilers, because... yeah, I mean, there's not really... I can't think of anything else that would have really... that we've done so far in these DLCs that would really be spoilers for the main game. Because you find Leonidas in Elysium. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of spoiler stuff. Oh, I know that guy.
Kassandra returns, victory written across her face.
Where's your brother? Not here to settle any bets?
It's already been settled. He lost.
The gates have their guardians, Charon's lost souls have found peace. Now, tell me what you know about the staff.
I never promised you that. I promised to fulfill your destiny.
Mastering the staff is my destiny, and you're going to show me.
You were never in a position to bargain with me. Your life was mine. The moment you killed Cerberus, I could have had anyone place guardians at those gates. Truth is, I needed you to grow accustomed.
What are you talking about?
Oh, did I not mention? I have a fifth gate. and you're going to spend the rest of eternity protecting it. That is your destiny.
I didn't bow to your wife, and I won't bow to you.
You'll fucking bow.
Don't want to do this, Hades.
Shame it has to end this way.
Yeah, it really
You would have
is.
made an excellent addition to my dead hero collection.
Collect this!
Last chance.
Yeah, last chance, that's what I thought. Fuck you, Hades. You're a little bitch. God, that spirit's overpowered. My assassin damage is way too good.
I don't see what's funny.
You act like any of this matters. But you're a prisoner wherever you are.
Malaka!
Really? That's a weird place to end that one. Dethrone the king. Like, that's a weird ending. Like a really weird ending. I don't get it. There was also a thing where, like, you could upgrade your engravings more by talking to Hephaestus, but I haven't met him. He might be Olympus, though, in the next chapter, but...
Victoria, what did you do?
You guys okay down there?
Cut the comms! This has gone way too far. I'm shutting this down. I can handle it. You're not acting like yourself. You're acting like a child. Look at you! Can't you see what the staff is doing? Plugging into Themos' memories. Letting you run rogue in the underworld? It's the bleeding effect. It's hurting you. You need to stop. Give it back, now! No! It's me or the staff! You have to choose! Let go! It's not worth it! This is for your own... Get up, Victoria!
You just smashed her with the staff. Do you really expect her to get up?
Victoria? No. No.
There must be some mistake.
No. It was an accident. I swear. I don't know what happened to me.
The heir of memories would never do this.
Do this? Victoria was my friend. It wasn't me.
This won't work. I need time.
You think I did this on purpose? It was the staff, Alethea. I'm not a bad person. I don't kill.
The heir of memories in my vision had foresight. Your reaction was entirely human and inhumane. I fear you'll learn nothing from what I've created for you.
I am the heir of memories. I can control the staff. Listen to me. I know I can do it.
That is not for you to decide. I decide your worthiness. Though it may be too late for that.
Fine. I'll go for a while. Just don't let anything happen to her, okay? And don't leave. Please. I'll be back.
I'm not going anywhere.
Damn it. I'm sorry, Victoria. But I can't quit now.
I mean, is she dead, though? I mean, yeah, she fucking blasted her with the staff, but she could also just be knocked out. I'm guessing by the way they're talking is she's dead, but... Yeah, what a weird... They're taking this a really odd direction. For some reason. Oh. And that was a very weird way to end Kassandra's part in this chapter. And it's a very weird direction they seem to be going with Layla. But I think that should be it, because I don't have the third part of the DLC downloaded yet, because I didn't want it to start immediately. But yeah, that's weird. I mean, it was a good DLC, like, don't get me wrong, it was a good episode. But the ending was a little iffy. Granted, the end was iffy, but we'll see if the Kassandra's ending in it makes more sense once we get the third chapter or the third episode started. We'll be able to see if this ending made more sense than it looked like it did. And, well, odds are we won't see if Layla's thing made any sense until the end of the third part, but I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what exactly we'll be doing. If, like I said, if it is Olympus that we're going to, I really don't know what we'll be doing, considering that, as far as I'm aware, based on what I remember of the Greek mythology that I have in my head, only gods are allowed there. I mean, people aren't allowed to visit, so there wouldn't be any Isu soldiers or anything. There would just be gods there. So, like, it would be weird to have enemies to fight, period.
Darkness. Good.
Oh, what is this?
And here you're supposed to listen and be impressed by the precursor monument around you. They wanted to make sure you remembered this island, no matter how often it was renamed. Thera, Callista, Atlantis.
Huh. Okay. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. On Wednesday, we will pick up in the third chapter and continue on. I want to check because, like, we did get some new weapons, so I want to see what they do, because we got a big fucking thing from Hades. So this we got from Hercules. Tame Beast deal fire damage. That'd be cool. Because I think one of my other things that I could put on it has them do poison damage, but I don't know if they would stack or not. And Hades Executioner, crit chance now affects elemental buildup. So the higher your crit chance, the... by the sounds of it, it doesn't... Like, you don't have to get a crit to affect the buildup. It's just, like, the chance increases the buildup, which is alright. Oh, wait, did I have more? Oh, because I should have had, like, Achilles' Spear in that. I don't think I've really looked at anything. Cursed Spear of Achilles. 10% damage per enemy engaged up to 50%. Okay, so you can just get extra damage. That's actually pretty good. Because the more enemies you're fighting, the more damage you're doing. That would be a really good spear for my warrior set. We got Hades' Crown. Warrior damage, fire damage, 100% damage with torches. Really? Oh, wow. I wonder if that's gonna do something at some point. Like, I wouldn't put it past MK. So in between parts, I'm obviously not going to do a whole lot. I'm going to get rid of all this. What level am I? 79. So I won't be upgrading everything until my next level. So yeah, oh, and what's this? The Cursed Bow of Hades. Burning applies to nearby enemies. Interesting. So yeah, I might... Like, I'll do that, and I'll go and I'll drop off all of this legendary shit in the Adrestia, just to get rid of it. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you Wednesday when we start episode 3 of Fate of Atlantis.